Hi, this is Mel from MelPinkJournals, and these are some journaling cards I created off camera. I just wanted to show you the results. So this one, and this one, and this, and this. So you can write something onto here. This is the writing part on the back. Here you can write on this washi tape label, and this is the back. So let's put these aside. Now I want to continue decorating some journaling cards with you together in this video. I have a few left, so let's see what we can do with them. So I have tags and journaling cards. Okay, and frame, my glue is over here. So now let's see, what do we have? I have some fabrics left over here I could use, and some of these things. I just want to use up what I have at hand already. So let's pull out some things. Okay, maybe I can use some of these things. And I have a few fuzzy cuts left. So let's see what we can do. A bit of book page, more of the fuzzy cuts. So I'm just pulling out some stuff. Okay. So let's start. I want to cover up this really much because I don't like this wheels things, to be honest. Maybe I will use some book page again. I will keep these offcuts or off rips, to say so, from the book page to create handmade paper. So I have a box where I store all the leftover papers I can reuse. So let's see, I think this would look good. So this for here. Maybe a bit of this card. Oh yes, I like it, why not? Just rip off the edge so that it's not so straight. Yes, this is a cool base, so I need some glue paper. Oops. And I will just use this glue, this Scotch permanent glue stick, which is really, really strong, just to glue down some paper. For this cardstock paper, scrapbooking paper, which is a bit thicker and heavier, I will use Fabri-Tac glue because it's a bit stronger. So let's just put this down over here. So even if you have a background already, but if you don't like the background, you can just cover it up using whatever you have at hand. So I will use some of my Fabri-Tac glue. Paper to paper, fabric to fabric, and fabric to paper. Clear silicone glue. And I want to sew around the edges. But I think I will do it off camera in this video, just because my sewing machine is available, but it's under my table. It's not on my table yet. So I will do this later. So try to put this right into the edge so that the sewing thread can catch this paper to hold it in place even better. Okay. So now I want to put something onto here. Oh, this would look cool. Maybe this flower, why not? And I want to have something on the bottom. Maybe a bit of this lace. It's a bit too white for me. Not white, but white. It's a bit too white. Okay, I will use some of this papers. Why not? I will just rip the white part off. So something like this. This is a bit too long. So let's get rid of this. Okay, this looks fine for me. Now I want to do something more onto here because it's too plain for me. maybe collaging something like this. Maybe putting on something else. So let's see, I have this tiny little card. Would this be a good idea? So I start with layering down some things. No, this is a bit too much. I have this left. No, I don't like it. Maybe on the side. Let's just check the other side. Yes, why not? Okay, I think I will just put down the things I'm happy with. Okay, this is one, a bit more of this brown thing. Oh, let's see, let's just put this down. Let's make sure we are on frame. Okay, good. So now I will put down this over here somewhere. Then this flower, this fuzzy cut flower. Somewhere over here. The scrapbooking paper on the bottom. Okay. So somewhere over here. And a bit of this fabric to create something like a little collage, to say so. Oops. Oh, this bottle is nearly empty, but I try to squeeze out the last bit I can get, because it's such a good but a really expensive glue. So in my opinion, it's really, really worth it. But okay, I think this is really empty now. I cannot squeeze out anything more. Okay. Let's just put this aside and put down, oops, some of this fabric. Okay. I'm just thinking if it needs something more, or if it's fine the way it is. I have this punched out heart, for example, because I wanted to tie everything together. I'm not sure how and if. Something like this maybe. No. Maybe some of my labels. Let's see. Maybe a green label. Oh, and recap your glue, of course. I have a bit glue overhanging here. I will use this later. So maybe a green label. Let's see. I have not so many green labels left, but a few. I think it's a bit too much. Okay, maybe a piece of paper. Let's get rid of this. Maybe a piece of paper would be cool. Okay, I think I will leave this be as it is. Why not? And the back, I left this brown part when covering up the 12 by 12 sheet scrapbooking papers, but now I don't like it so much, to be honest. So I will cover this up a bit. So this would add a lot of bulk and you would not be able to write on this part. I like it, but I think it's too bulky for me. Maybe just some of this paper. No. Maybe this clock. Oh yes, I like it. Maybe a bit of a book page. And then the clock. Yes, that's it. Okay, we will do this. So here's my glue again. Try to use up all the glue that is left over. Okay, I think this works out. I try to not waste anything if possible. So I will put this down somewhere over here. And then this clock shape. This is a vintage fuzzy cut again. I cut out from a vintage fuzzy cut book. Okay, now I call this journaling card finished. Oops. Okay, this is finished, except the sewing part. I will do this later, so let's move on. I have a few stickers over here. Maybe I can use one of these stickers. I think I will leave this side as it is. I really like this one. I like all of them. Maybe I can use this sticker. If it's not sticky enough, because I put it on the sticky surface, but it lost a bit of its stickiness, so I will just use some glue and put under some glue. As you can see here, maybe the paper is ripping a bit. The sticker lived for a long time on this paper, so I think this was not the best idea. I will not do this again, but I tried this out and thought it is good, so I did it. But anyway, you can just save it. So let's see, maybe a bit of this paper again. Yes, I like this. Something like this, maybe a bit of this fabric again, why not? So this is the front, and I try to do a bit of collaging. This I will use as a tab for the top. Then I need something else. Yes, I like this. Maybe something more at the top. No. Maybe a bit of this paper again. Yes, why not? Okay, I will just tear this apart. So let's see. I need something like this. I think I'm tearing it this way because then this white will be on the back side. And I will not be left with too much white on the front, on the edges. So I don't need this anymore. These can go into the recycling bin. Okay, and then let's put this somewhere over here. This as a tab. Yes, I like it. Okay, let's see. We will start with putting down these. Oops. Here I have some more fabric tag or fabric fix glue, which is the same. Oh, trying not to glue the sleeve of my pullover because I like the pullover. I want to wear it some more months or years maybe. Sometimes it's a bit difficult when there is not much glue left, so this is why I store it upside down, so that it comes quicker and easier out of the bottle. Okay, this looks good. Recap, store it upside down. So this was somewhere over here, I think. Okay, this was the last piece. These pieces can go on first. So this is already, oh, I will sew around here. This would be cool. Okay, then I will put this aside for the moment because my sewing machine is on the floor, as I told you before. So I will do this later, off camera, I think. I will just prepare this thing to be a tab, and I glue it down a bit, and I will sew around anyway, but so it holds in place better while sewing. So a bit glue over here. Maybe I can cut this a bit straighter. So something like this. It would be cool if I would have something at hand to clip this on. But anyway, I will just flip this over. And I can rewatch this video if I want to, so that I know where to put what, if I cannot remember it. So this is fine for me. Or you could take a photo or something like this, but for me it's fine. Okay, this is sticking a bit, which is fine too. Then this and this. Oh yes, I love it. So this will be our other tag. Just put it aside. So let's see, I have a third tag. Let's see, okay, that we are in frame. Maybe I could put down this. This is really big. Okay, it's really too big. This is big. Maybe something like the small, a tag on a tag. I don't know if I like a tag on a tag. Sometimes I glue it down like this or saw it down so that you have a little tuck spot on your tag. This would be cool, but otherwise I don't want to use it right now. So this paper is white, so this is why I will rip it this way. Don't need this. So I think I will put down these together, just because. Okay. Yes, I will glue this down already because I already know I will do it this way. I don't have to overthink it in this case. So just put this down. Yes, this direction, right onto the top. And don't need the glue in my fingers. So, and then this leftover woven fabric thing, just a bit of glue because I will sew it on anyway. Okay, this was a bit much glue, to be honest. Okay, but this is fine. I will glue this. I will sew this down later. Sew this on later. So let's see if we have something we can put onto here. This is too big. Some smaller things. Maybe I have some of these little cards left. This would be cool. Maybe this with a bit of this fabric again. Why not? Okay, it's a maybe. I'm just checking my stash. I have this. No, these are the bigger things. I can use on bigger cards, and I have maybe a few small things in here. Let's just double check. Ooh, this is cool. This is a really cool label. Maybe I can use this on this tab. On this tag, sorry. I would just have to cut it off a bit. I like this really much. I just want to go through my stash if I have something else I can use. Maybe this. Oh, here's a cool butterfly. This would be a bit too much for this thing, but I want to pull it out. Here's an umbrella. Maybe I can use this somewhere. We will see. Oh, here's so many lovely things into here. Oh, what's this? I really don't know. Oh, it looks like the brush in the shape of a whale or a fish. Okay. Here's a really small thing again. Really, really small. Okay, I think we are ready with this tag. I will do it this way. I thought maybe I could put down something under here, or I would have to ink the edges just because this is not standing out so much because it's a similar color. Or I could use a second piece of fabric, but this would cover up really, really much. Where's my paper? Here's my paper. Maybe just a tiny piece of paper. This is tea-dyed paper. Yes, I think this is fine. So I will rip the edges a bit. Here and maybe here. Yes, and this is a bit too wide. Don't need this. Yes. Okay, fine. So I will put down this first. Oops. So this glue paper will become the base for not tag, not label, journaling card. For journaling card later. So this is why I put it down like this. Then I will use this, glue some things on, use it as glue paper, and then I will cut it apart, and I have two or even more if I want to, even more bases for journaling cards. Just cover up back and front, and then it would be perfect. I did this before in another video I showed you. So I will cut off the excess from this later, and the glue is a bit more dried out. Now, let's see, I need my fabric glue again for the fabric. I think this was a fabric, yes. I already cut to size. So let's put down some glue. Oops. Let's put this down over here. And this piece of paper. Somewhere over here. And last but not least, oh yes, I like it. This is a bit thicker cardstock, not really thick, but a bit thicker. So this is why I will use the stronger glue again, just to be safe with having it standing in place. I could have sawed around the edges as well. This would look really cool too, but it's a bit fiddly with this really tiny thing, so I did not do this. Or I could, oh, this is a bit off center, I like it really much. Or I could have, as I told you before, ink the edges, but I'm not in an inking mood right now, so this is why I don't do it in this project. Okay, let's cut this off using my regular scissors, regular paper scissors. Oh yes, I really like this. And I will saw around the edge as well later. Then I call this finished. Maybe I could do something on the back, just because. Yes, I will put on this tiny little thing on the bottom, because you cannot write on here anyway, because of the sewing threads. Because of the sewing. So I will just use this tiny little piece to break up the structure a bit and to give it a little bit more of interest. Oh, I have to clean my craft mat. Okay, finished. Let's see, how long are we recording right now? 22 minutes. Okay, we can do some more, I think. Let me just check my other phone, because I will have an appointment later, maybe. Sorry, just checking. No. Oops, he did not answer. What did I do? This was my light. What is going on? I don't know. Ah, my main light is turned off. Ah, hello again. This was my main light, because I put my phone onto the main light. Don't know how you call it, this thing. So, okay, I have this card. Here you have some writing. So this is directional if you want it to have. You don't have to use it directional. You can use it in another way. But, and this is directional because of this stamping I did. But I like it this way, so I will use it this way. But I want to cover up this because I don't like this wheel things. Let's see, I have, oh, I could use some of this onto here so that the writing would be visible. Yes, I like this. So let's just cut it off. This is a really thick crochet lace thing, so it will bulk up the card a bit, but anyway. I like it. So you have something like a tab on the side as well. Yes, that's it. That's the right thing to do. So let's just see where I have to put my glue. Somewhere over here. And somewhere over here. I will smoosh it out a bit with my finger. And later on I will sew around the edges so this will stay in place. Or maybe I will sew around, this would look cool. Because you cannot write onto, you cannot write good onto here. Maybe I will cover this part up anyway. But if I won't cover it up, or even if I would cover it up, and then when I won't, then I, and if I want to go onto here with my sewing machine, this would give it a bit more structure on the back. This would look cool too, I think. Just double checking I did not glue my pullover. So this is why I usually craft in old clothes, to say so. But okay, I'm talking really much, not showing you so much. So let's just move on. I have this cool label thing. I like this. I like it really much. I have the feeling that there is a need of something else. So this would look cool. Maybe a piece of this scrapbooking paper again. And because I don't like this shapes, it's okay for me if they are sticking out a tiny little bit, but not too much. So this I like, but this is white again. Maybe this, no, this is too much. This is stamp, but this is too big. Maybe over here. Why not? This would look cool. I'm just thinking if I want to have something onto here as well. So there's no need to cover up the whole thing, of course. I'm just trying out if I like something else onto here. Or maybe something else onto here would look cool. So maybe this piece of fabric. And then this stamp somewhere over here. Yes, this looks finished for me, or nearly finished. I have the feeling that there has to be something more onto here, but we will figure this out later, because I'm not sure for the moment what to do. Sometimes less is more, but if you know me, you know that I don't do less. I always do more. This is just my style. I just like it. So let's put down the scrapbooking paper over here, nearly to the edge. It does not have to go through to the edge, and a bit of this fabric. Don't know what this is. I think it was from something like a tablecloth. So this can overlap a tiny bit. Just fray it a bit. Okay. Put on some glue right onto here. I think this will be enough. Smoosh it out a bit with your finger. Or a silicone brush would be fine for this as well. Now let's get rid of the strings and threads we don't need. Okay, I just thought maybe some book page would be cool. So I have some at hand over here. Oops. Under the journaling card. So let's see if we want to use a part of a book page. Maybe. Just a little bit. Just a tiny piece. I don't want to cover up the whole thing, but this is more as like a background for me, and I want to have something more onto here to look at. So something like this. Okay. Maybe some more onto here. No, I think I will just go with this part. Just work your way through and find out what you like. Okay, oops, then this. This is just a thin paper, so the glue stick is really is fine, as this will hold in place. I don't need my fairy tack glue, which I need for fabrics or for thicker papers, or I use for thicker papers. So something like over here. And then this stamp. I could have put a stamp on the stamp, so something you stencil or stamp on, so that it would look like it's really used. This would be cool. I could do this later. Maybe I will, if I remember. I don't think so. So, okay, now this is fine for me. This looks finished. And because of the sewing on the back, I think I will leave this as it is. Or maybe I will put down a bit of this fabric. This is a bit short. This bulks it up too much. Maybe something like this. No, no. I have a bit of this fabric. Does not go with the theme. I have this white self-sticking lace thing. I used it for some other cards, and I think I will use it here as well. Why not? So, and I don't know if it's paper or if it's fabric. I think it was called paper, but it feels soft like fabric. I don't know, but I like it. I got this as a present. I will just use this in this direction. Why not? So it's not covering up the brown underlay in all spaces, but it's breaking the structure a bit, which I like really much. It's muting it down a bit. So let's see. Yes. Okay. I could put something on, some tiny thing. Just something. I don't know. I have the feeling that there could be something more. Oh, I have this really cool washi tape. Maybe just a piece of this washi. Just something. I know this is a side for writing on, so the back side for writing on, but I love it to have a bit more, to break the structure, to make it a bit more interesting, to say so. So maybe just a piece of this. You can rip really easy, but it's a really, really strong washi tape. Maybe somewhere over here. I don't want to cover up the stamp too much. So something like this. This I will keep for other projects. I have a piece left, which I could put onto here to make it look more cohesive. Oh yes, that's it. Okay, going around with my sewing machine and finished. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I will clear up my table a bit. Like and subscribe for more junk journal videos and crafting videos, and I will continue in the next video. Bye!